Louis, you have so much good feather growth coming in. You're doing such a good job cleaning yourself and preening. Yeah. Look at that. So proud of you. We've come a long way this past year. Yes, we have. I was reading about feather growth on parrots, and I was reading that when a feather is taken out on a parrot, it can take up to 6 months to a year for one to grow back in its place. She lost so many of them at one time. It's so nice to see them starting to come back in. And as you can see, she's not plucking them out. She's just cleaning herself. We spent a lot of time changing her, working on her diet and working on making sure she's comfortable. And I bought UV lights and changed her diet to Harrison food, which has made a big difference. And including more veggies and limited fruits. And making sure she's got heat lamps, or not heat lamps, little heaters in all of her cages. She's got 3 different cages, 2 at my house and 1 at Grandma's. And everything's equipped with the lights and the heating, and we've also added some hemp oil to some of her food, and I think that's helping. And she gets feather up and vitamin D and calcium on her food. The calming formula goes in her water along with the vitamin D. But then there's a feather up that helps with the feather growth that goes on her food. When we were at Grandma's, like we are now, she's only in her little cage when she sleeps at night or when I have to go do something out in the yard. Otherwise, she's got the freedom to be on top of her cage or on her little PlayStation or in her little window between the living room and the kitchen. At home, it's harder to have her actually out of a cage because of the big dogs. But if I do, I have a setup in my office, so we try to go in there a couple times a week. While I'm working, she can be out if I put up a gate. But I got to find a balance between giving the dog some time and attention and her, and making sure everyone's safe. And at Grandma's, it's just me and her and Uncle Burt now, since Taco passed away. Yeah, you get yourself all cleaned up, did you? The avian vet said it's really hard to pinpoint what causes things in parrots because they can't really tell you. If all they can do is look at blood work or take samples of the tissue. A lot of times animals, parrots can lose their feathers from a skin infection, which is very hard to diagnose, or if they have any bad issues with their blood, or it could just be hormonal, where they get really attached to their owner, or it could be stress, if they're not getting enough attention or they're bored. I think Lewis's was a combination of hormones, because she's getting way more attention than she used to from her previous owner. And plus, now that we've been coming to Grandma's and we set up this setup here, she's out more. But now that she's finding a balance, I think she's starting to allow them to grow back in. I watched a lot of the feathers just drop out, and I've seen her pluck as well. But she's doing so much better at not plucking, and I think that's just because she's spending more time with me now that I'm home and not off working every day. And then even at home, even if she has to be in the cage, I try to stay in the same room as she's in and talk to her throughout the day and keep her busy with toys, and I rotate out toys and put in new toys, and so that she's never bored. And then I move her from one cage to the next cage to being in my office where she can be on her PlayStation. We got itchy itches. We got itchy itches. Huh? And then she gets her showers or sprayed down daily. I'll spray her down several times a day sometimes. She don't like it, but I know she knows it feels good. So I think she's gotten a lot better with it. Oh, got itchy itch? Oh, Uncle Burt's making noise. Yes, he is. He's been sleeping over there, just quiet. Got some good feathers growing in on your legs. That's really good to see.